enough I can remember. Good enough I can remember. My heart is cold December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Good enough I can remember. Good enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this guppies and rebel now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry oh why. Oh, I'ma cry oh why. I'ma cry oh why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to these guppies and rebel now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry oh why. Oh, I'ma cry oh why. I'ma cry oh why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to these guppies and rebel now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry oh why. Oh, I'ma cry oh why. I'ma cry oh why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Music Monday on this Monday, man. Y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new. If you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones. What I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and y'all know we have Music Monday, which is today. As y'all commenting out, let me know if audio and visuals is looking good, man. I want to make sure I started this joint on time. Appreciate you guys for rocking with the kid. Now, speaking of sold out, we have the sold out Discord. The link is pinned in the comment section, and it is free to sign up. Where, of course, you know we continue the sneaker talk. We got a food section, a sports section, of course, a music section. If I do not get the content out in time, most likely we're already chopping it up in the sold out Discord. Now, I plan to only try to keep these joints at an hour at a time, so I want to make sure I start on time. So not too much really popping off, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep going Chris Brown, because I mean, I know I've been kind of killing it lately with the shorts, but you guys have been like adapting to them and loving them for sure, so I appreciate that a lot for the kid. But tonight's topics, man, we are going to be talking, looks like the Tupac murder trial is set to begin with Keffe D as the sole defendant, and looks like that is actually happening today. This is one of those, like, to be honest, homie probably could have just not been in this situation had he just kept his freaking mouth closed, right? Respectively. It's kind of one of those situations I say time and time again, right? To be honest, man, nobody's a perfect human being, right? But at the same time, if you get off on something or you know you got away with something and the only person really to tell on yourself is you, sometimes you got to know when to keep your mouth closed. Now, that applies to this Keffe D situation, and I want to say this, whole live, alleged. We don't know anything at all. All I'm doing is reading off these articles, giving my thoughts and opinions, but I don't know what the future holds for anybody. I don't know what anybody did in the past. I'm just going off what's been reported, what's been out there, right? Okay, now what these guys did or didn't do, I couldn't tell you because Jeremy Jones himself was not there and neither was Polo, right? Okay, so whole lot is alleged when I throw it out there, but again, sometimes you gotta know when to keep my mouth closed. Just like if you can think about a lot of, like, we can go down a rabbit hole of how many like hip hop songs, and it's not just in hip hop, it happens in other genres too, but mainly because I follow hip hop is probably why I see a lot of this more than I see other like genres per se. But long story short, how many times can we count on the fingers where, hey, had this person not rapped this particular lyric, they wouldn't be in this situation talking about, hey, rap lyrics shouldn't be a part of this, that, and the third. At the end of the day, I understand about creative expression, right? Where that's their argument. Like, this is creative expression. Doesn't mean they did anything, this, and the third. However, the law does say whatever you can and say, whatever you can, will, and do or say will be used against you in a court of law. So the thing is, you have the right to remain silent at all times. And to be honest, when the cops pull you over, yes, just, hey, give them what they're asking for. Keep your mouth closed. Don't even tell them where the fuck you're going, because I hate that question too. They're like, hey, where you headed? Man, to be honest, you don't have to get smart with them. Just be like, you know, I'm just riding. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it simple. You don't have to give them direct answers. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, really just be like, look, man, I don't feel, after you give them the, like, after you identify yourself and prove that you have the legal registration or whatever they're asking for, at that point, you really do. And the whole time you have the right to an attorney the entire time. So you need to go ahead and, like, stress that, right? But I say all that to say, back to the rap lyrics, like, you know, that's kind of what drill music is, right? People rap about, it's supposed to be they rap about, you know, real life events, you know? And hip hop has always been known as to do that, right? Now, back in the day, you know, we can use like a great example where who may or may not did this type of thing is Ice Cube. I had to take it back real quick for the one time. People like Ice Cube, where he was known as one of the biggest gangster rappers of all time, but he rapped about stories and situations that he's seen throughout his neighborhood. Don't necessarily mean he did them, if I had to guess, right? So we're gonna be talking about that tonight. Keep it lead, where it's one of those like, dude, you decide to make some money about what happened in the past. We already speculated who already did it. You had, quote unquote, what they call a queen for a day, where you can confess to what have you and you're done, but you can't talk about it anymore. Now you decide to do it again. But to be honest, the more and more I listen to him talk, he just didn't, honestly, I don't think he just understood how the situation worked. You know what I'm saying? You were good, and then you kept running your mouth. So we're going to talk about that. Also, we're going to be talking about Boosie. Looks like he blasts Tubi for paying him $120K for his $26 million movie stream launches, and then he starts his own platform. That's Boosie. He's always trying to start his own, just like he said he was going to do his own interviews versus doing the Blad interviews. But He said he's going to do one every month and launching on his own platform. That's cool and a great idea, but, I think what Boosie probably learned, that's a whole lot easier said than done. I'm not going to give Vlad all the credit either, where I'm like, okay, your guests usually take over the show, but Vlad does talk a lot, and he does have to prep, and he does have to do, prepping for them. I don't want to take away from Vlad either, but at the same time, Boosie sees like the goal though. He's like, okay, these guys make a lot more off of me than I make off of them, right? So, I mean, they make a lot more off me long term, right? So I get it. Boosie's not pulling up for that same amount more. He wants a raise, and I all understand it. So, and he also talks about the Ponzi scheme, about how he thought he could get paid for a pardon. Now, I didn't know that was a thing, and I'm not saying it's not a thing, because clearly these people had persuade him to believe that's what they could do. So again, Boosie is kind of one of those, his name stays in the law, notorious, whether he wants it to be there or not, but I think he's been trying to move correctly, right? And I'm going to just give it there right there. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Boosie tonight. We got that story, and then also we're going to talk about T Grizzley. Looks like he gets every felony expunged by Michigan State or judge, right? So my thing is this, T Grizzley is a rapper that I seen when he was notorious for one of the rappers who made the First Day Out songs. If we're going to keep it 100, he kind of made the First Day Out stuff kind of popular. Then a lot of rappers, it seems like now that when we see them get locked up and when they get out, I don't know about you, ever since T Grizzley, First Day Out took off, every rapper that gets locked up and gets out, I immediately look for some form of version of a First Day Out. And to be honest, I be looking for it like that day, to be honest. But you got to give, especially how some of these guys are sitting there a long time, you want to make sure that it's fire. You know what I'm saying? The last fire, like First Day Out, was literally, if I'm not mistaken, and he's right back in there, by the way, and I don't want to talk about it, but the person, Pooh Shiesty, right? The FDO joint. He dropped that joint December. Super fire. So I'll say this, right? When you get locked up, yes. I mean, I'm going to be guilty here. I am notoriously looking for you to do a First Day Out. Point blank period, no matter how you slice and dice it. So we're going to talk T Grizzley here. I feel like he's one of those ones. I'm not going to say he started the First Day Out, but he definitely made it like popular / famous / to do, right? In my opinion, right? Allegedly. Hold Dobbs alleged, but I want to get that out there. So let's get started. Let's see. Let me touch the chat. We got Dark Knight in the building. Says, yo, what up, Dark Knight? What's Gucci, big dog? He says, whenever it comes to Pac and Biggie, I don't think anyone cares now. It's like 25 years plus. It's like people caring about who killed Abraham Lincoln. I feel where you're coming from with this one, big dog. Me personally, I care, but I get what you're saying as far as like the generation underneath us, like pause. But like, I mean, I think maybe you may be slightly older, but I think we're still following the same generation. Like, I feel like my generation and up, because we grew up, I was alive when Pac was making music. I listened to it, but I don't think I understood it on the level when I had to go back and listen to it as an adult. But Tupac, yeah, I remember, like, literally, I was born. I was just a little kid, but he was a big deal back then and still is. So, yeah, I care, but I get it. Like, if you ask probably, like, people who got the younger generation, like the kids now, the younger kids, they're probably like, we don't put on Tupac. You know what I'm saying? But he's still, we're going to let his name ring on. And to be honest, I personally still would like to know. But I think overall as a whole, because there's a lot less of us now and up. So yeah, people tend to not care as much, or the reaction won't be as big because it's died down a little bit, right? I get it. So like, if you think about it, right? Me personally, I'm like, okay, cool. To be fair, it doesn't hit the same. You know what I'm saying? And I get what you're saying. That was a great comparison using Abraham Lincoln. But yeah, some of this stuff is like these cases. One thing about we've learned, right? And we can agree, right? When it comes to murder cases, even if they go cold, they don't never necessarily go away. So if anybody needs to learn anything here, I'm not saying you, but just in general, maybe Keffe D, if anybody he needs to learn, look, if you're involved in a murder, don't ever talk about it. Even if it's been years, if they get a lead somewhere, they're going to open that joint right back up. It's never fully closed. Murder is the one thing that's like, has, to the best of my knowledge, right? And I could be wrong. Murder has no statute of limitations, right? Point blank period. You can kill a person 40, 50 years ago. If they found out it's you, and even if you're in like 70 or 80 years old, guess what? They coming for that, you know what? You know what I'm saying? So this is something homie didn't have to do, but at the same time, he said it in an interview when I did see an interview floating around here. I want to say like yesterday where he basically said he was just trying to feed his family. And I get it. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, dog, you need to learn how to word things in a certain way where it doesn't lead back to you. You know, allegedly, you need to be putting a lot of allegedly in that damn book. Now, he said he had nothing to do with the book, but you were going around promoting it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people say, like, the Vlad interview got to call. But it's the thing. Vlad may have called on for it because a lot of people like to give Vlad that, like, he's the police, he's the feds, this, that, and the third. Vlad pays these people to come on there. Now, he asked the questions. You can respectably decline to not answer the question. It's simple. Just be like, I have no comment on that. You know what I'm saying? Boom, I'm here to talk about this. It may piss that person off, but you showed up to do what you would do. Yeah, Vlad's looking for entertainment purposes. So, and it was a good interview, but it's like, dog, now look where you at. You know what I'm saying? Whose fault is that? Is that Vlad's fault that he decided to come on there? No, Vlad can ask a question. He can ignore Vlad. But see, that's the thing. He didn't just do Vlad interviews. He went across the board as many interviews as people would take him so he can get a check. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, dog, you play what they call, you play certain games, you get certain prices. What are you expecting? You know what I'm saying? You're talking about a murder and you're saying you're good? No, you're not good. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, right? Allegedly, they're saying, and I'm not, because he hasn't been found guilty of anything just yet, right? So allegedly, right? You're talking about one of the most well-known, you don't talk hip-hop without talking Tupac, period. Whether the younger generation know who he is or understand where he is or coming from, this, that, third. He's still a well-known enough figure where it's like, dog, I don't know what we should be talking about. Yeah, it's been 20, 30 years later. Like, still, you know what I'm saying? It's not, it's never a good time, you know? Case in point, look at YNW Melly, right? He's kept his mouth closed and he's been locked down for a very long time. Even if he gets off and beats it the second time, because he got a mistrial the first time, even if he beats it, when he gets out, he better rap loosely around that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But see, this is the thing too, right? If he beats it, he can't be charged again. But see, this is the thing, the difference between YNW Melly and Keffe D's situation. Melly hasn't been found guilty. But if Melly is found not guilty, and they found out later he did do it, they can't charge him again because he's already been charged and he beat it, right? This is just speaking hypothetically down the future. That's the case in point. We'll just take any case. If you get charged for something, you go to trial, you beat the case, and then they found out like, damn, we got it wrong, right? They can't hit you for the same. Now, you better walk a tightrope though, because any law you break, they're going to hold that against you unofficially, right? We'll use O.J. Simpson, RP, for an example, right? Case in point, he beat his murder, double murder, he beat it. But then he got in trouble for going to get his stuff back, and then he got the max, right? When anybody else would have got a slap on the wrist or, maybe a couple years, this, that, and the third. But yeah, they couldn't charge him again for the murder of, Nicole Simpson and the guy that, I guess was it like the butcher or something like that, allegedly. Yeah, he beat that. You can't go again, right? So case in point, Keffe D I think Keffe D thought he had beat it already. That's my whole thing. But clearly, that was something that he just fully didn't understand and clearly wasn't. I'm pretty sure they explained it to him, but somehow it just didn't comprehend in his brain, or maybe he just thought like, oh, it's too, they don't care anymore. Like, and that's the thing too, right? Like, we go off your logic, Dark Knight. You saying, all right, cool, younger generation don't care. Right. They may not, but the legal system, like, hey, this is an easy one. This dude just told on himself all the way. Go get his thinking, you know what, right? So let me share my screen right here. We're going to get the party started. Sorry, I get kind of passionate about the Tupac stuff, as you can see. So sharing my screen, you guys should be seeing right here. It says, Tupac murder trial set to begin with Keffe D as the sole defendant, which, to the best of my knowledge, even though this was reported August 6th, this actually was supposed to technically start today, if I'm not mistaken. So it says, Dwayne Keffe D. Davis faces life in prison for a convicted of the 1996 murder of the legendary rapper. You know what I'm saying? That's Tupac, by the way. Some key takeaways here that we want to go into. It says nearly 30 years, right? I said 20 plus, but yeah, we talking 30, baby. It says nearly 30 years after Tupac's 1996 drive-by killing, 63-year-old Keffe D. Davis heads to trial on August 10th as the sole defendant, facing one count of murder with a deadly weapon tied to the alleged gang activity and potential life without parole sentence. My thing is this, Keffe D is 63 years old, dog. I mean, nobody knows how long you're going to live, right? We've seen people live up to 100. We've seen people live less than this. You know what I'm saying? I've had family members live less than this. You never know when you're gonna go. So the reason I feel like whatever deal's on the table for Keffe Lee, if he even has a deal, it's kind of one of those, like, if it's like, all right, we'll give you 20 years, like, dog, I mean, you might as well fight it out. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. I can't fault him for what he's doing, but what he needs to do, I know he's been trying to spin the narrative of what coulda, shoulda, would have happened. But to be honest, dog, I would assume if he's doing interviews, and looks like he has been doing interviews without an attorney present, either A, don't have one, or B, it's kind of one of those, like, they already told him it's kind of a lost cause. We still going to represent you. But, I mean, you know, he's still putting things in his own hands. And I will say this. We're going to take it back to the old school saying, like I said at the beginning of the live. Anything you can and say will be used against you in the court of law. You do not need to be, if anything, keep your mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? We'll use wine. We'll use what? NBA Youngboy. Anytime he get caught up, one thing I will say, he keep the mouth closed, let his attorneys do the work, and he finds a way home. He don't have to sit a little bit too, but he keeps his mouth closed and finds a way home. Make sure he got to spin a bag. One thing about legal stuff too, right? One thing I want to tell people, as a person who's been not on this level, this is the top dog level. This is the thing too. People be thinking like, oh, well, I'm gonna do X, Y, Z, take it to trial, this and the third. I've been to trial, right? Not even trial by jury. Trial by jury is one of the most expensive trials you can have ever, right? I ain't had that. You know what I'm saying? I had one particular situation where my attorney said we had that option, but he said, I wouldn't even do that to you because it's a super, and this is the guy telling me, he said, it's super expensive. You basically, he didn't say I could afford it, but he was letting me know, like, bro, if we take it to trial, I'm gonna need a bag. Which at the time, let's keep it 100. If I had it, I was gonna be flat broke every time I went to court anyway. You know what I'm saying? So what I thought already was expensive could be worse. You know what I'm saying? So I say these type of trials, they're not cheap. You know what I'm saying? People think going to court, people are threatening to sue you all the time. It's like, bro, they ain't never been to court before. You know what I'm saying? For real. Because if you have, you know for a fact, most people that's been there don't want to go back because it is expensive. You know what I'm saying? I don't have 6 different attorneys, and I'm still recovering financially, and neither one of them was trial by jury. So I can only imagine if I had to even think, I wouldn't even do it. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, why you walk a tightrope? Bro, I ain't trying to, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? We got Devon Photos in the building, says, what's good? What up, Devon? What's good? We talking this Keffe D trial, Tupac trial that's supposed to start today. Says, prosecutor says they don't need to prove who pulled the trigger, right? So that's already not in his favor. This is point 2, some key takeaways. If they don't need to pull who pulled the trigger, he kind of already screwed. Because the thing is, he's saying he didn't pull the trigger. And I've been there before, too, in situations where I didn't snitch on my homies, but I was there. They know I had knowledge. I didn't do the dirty work, but, you know, not telling your homies, that give you what? Street cred for them, but I still had to take my punishment like a man. You know what I'm saying? And your homies, you know, yeah, they give you, hey, appreciate that big dog. That's all you get. They don't come check on you. They don't, you know, the least, I feel like you could at least do, like, I'm holding it down, make sure I'm good financially as far as this. No, they don't. You know, you keep it down, you do it all yourself, you can, and that's where you find out who your real friends are. So, anyway, it says, prosecutor says they don't need to prove who pulled the trigger, arguing instead that Davis was the shot caller who supplied the gun and revenge hit after Tupac's crew beat his nephew Orlando Baby Lane Anderson at the MGM Grand amid a long-running Death Row versus Bad Boy feud. So, it's my thing. We did see that video of the fight, and if I could find that joint, I'll see if I can pull it up. I'm going to see if I can pause this right here, but actually, you know, that's something that a lot of people may not even know, but yeah, because it's not much in here, but I want to see if I can actually find the Orlando, like, fight in that joint. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a video where they were fighting, and let me see. I'm going to put myself back on the main screen real quick. I'm going to see if I can just find that real quick. So, for the people who don't know, because one thing I could say that, you know, Dark Knight brought up is, like, not everybody really is familiar with the whole, it's been over 30 years, dog. Most of today's audience may not even know, dog, for real. But I'm going to see if I can find it. Let me see if I can just find that Orlando Tupac fight. And I think it was in Vegas, if I'm not mistaken. Tupac fight. He rocked him, but you saw who got the short end of the stick too, dog. You know what I'm saying? not something that to really you want to be proud of. You know what I'm saying? But here we are talking this, right? News. And it's kind of weird that it's like, obviously, like, he looks kind of like Tupac a little bit too, but I want to see if I can actually find the fight. I don't want to find like the whole like actual audio joint. Let's see the truth behind the fight. I just want to see the fight. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Fight, Orlando Baby Lane, Tupac fight. Let me see if I can go to YouTube and just find that joint. Let's see, got short videos here. Boom, boom, boom. Because like I said, it's one of the most notorious fight videos of all time. If I can find that joint, it'll be one of those, like, let me see. I'm going to go to YouTube, see if I can put it in there real quick. Real quick, we got time. This is the point of doing the streams. Let's see. Boom. YouTube. See if I can just find the joint. And we're going to go here. Let's see. Baby Lane, Orlandison. And I'm going to put Tupac in there. It's like one of the most notorious like videos of all time. But most people have done their own, like, literally own little reaction to it. Even if I can just find that would be great too. See if I can find a little fair use. I don't know if we can, but he spoke on it, but I just want to see the actual fight. But that's looks like it's going to be easier said than done. Tupac confronts Orlando Anderson, 10K views, but that's like an old joint. Like it's an older video, but most people have probably already did their thing with it. Can't seem to find it. I think this is it, but that's like 8 minutes worth. Just want a little short snippet. Looks like I can't find it on here, but it's obviously one of the most notorious fights of all time. If I can find that joint, I will. But yeah, we'll hold off on it for now because everybody's got their own little reactions. I just want to see the video. I think that's it. He snitched this and a third. That's it. No, that's not the one. Yeah, I'll see if I can find it a little bit later. I mean, he spoke on it, but it's like a notorious fight that we all should be like well aware of. So if I can find that joint a little bit later, because I don't want to spend too much time on the stream trying to find the joint. I think this is it right here. I think this is on the Facebook page joint. I don't know if I can find that joint right here because I don't really have Facebook. I'm gonna see if it'll actually play on here just a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. So boom, boom. I'm just trying to snip. Okay, cool. We got a little snippet right here. I think this is where it is. Let me see if I can share my screen on this one. This is on Facebook, where I think this is the actual like casino joint. Sharing my screen, you guys should be able to see this. So it looks like that. And they are pretty much walking through this like hotel, right? This is kind of a snippet. Keep in mind this video is super old too. So this says a detailed breakdown of the beating of Tupac murder suspect Orlando Brown. So that's them right there, right? Rushing up on him and they stomping him out. You know what I'm saying? Look, they really effing him up. Obviously, I think that's Tupac right there with the bald head. Pause. So he's rocking him. You know what I'm saying? So that come with the game in a little bit slow-mo. Now, and I think they were on the way to the Tyson's fight. Now, this person is breaking it down, so this is a good little snippet of it. But yeah, and I'm not going to play the audio for like obvious reasons because I don't want to get the stream flagged. But yeah, just let you know, like these guys really meant business. For whatever reason they jumped them, that one I feel like is in the gray area, but to be honest, they had them folded up and they're like a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Tupac was known to rock some people, man. And they rocked out like G's, you know what I'm saying? Easily. And as you can see, the security came, but when the security came, hell, the business had already been handled. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? So we got a little snippet up there. That's all we need. Y'all get the point. So let's keep going real quick. It says, authorities point to Davis' own 2019 memoir. So he wrote a book back in 2019, an interview as a key evidence that reviewed the cold case. So again, cold case is pretty much where it's gone dead, people. You know, no pun intended. But now we're back here because you want to go back and do interviews like it's gone, you know. Well, Tupac's stepbrother, Maureen Shakur, says he's cautiously optimistic and wants the trial to fully explore a long-rumored ties to Sean Diddy Combs, who has denied the involvement. I don't think, even though I've heard Keffe D mention Diddy's name a lot, I don't think they're going to go after Diddy on this one because it's like, dog, you've already kind of snitched on yourself. I mean, Diddy would be a bonus, but I mean, if I'm thinking Diddy can get off on his case, Diddy's not going to get involved in this shit because I think I've heard where Keffe D said Diddy had paid him to do it, you know, allegedly. I don't know, right? It says almost 30 years after the fatal 1996 drive-by shooting, Keffe D will face trial on Monday, August 10th, which is today. The 60-year-old first pleaded not guilty in 2023 to a single count of murder with a deadly weapon with the intent to promote, further, or assist criminal gang. According to the Associated, prosecutors do not need to prove who pulled the trigger, but who hope to show that Davis was the shot caller who provided the weapon. The news agency also notes that if Davis had not authored his 2019 memoir, Compton Street Legend, or discussed the killing in interviews, prosecutors would likely not have charged anyone. So, again, had he not been running his mouth, he wouldn't even be in this situation. All you had to do is keep your mouth closed. It says, according to the grand jury scripts reviewed by AP, the shooting accumulated from a long-standing feud between Marion Suge Knight, which that's Suge Knight, his real name is Marion, I think, Death Row Records, associated with the Mob Piru gang, and Sean Diddy Combs' Bad Boy Records, protected by the Southside Compton Crips. So this was a long-running beef. Hours before the shooting, prosecutors alleged that Tupac's real name, Tupac Shakur, entourage beat up Davis' nephew, Orlando Baby Lane Anderson, in the MGM. Graham and Davis orchestrated the retaliation. The night a Cadillac claimed to be carrying Davis and the three others pulled alongside Knight's BMW near the Las Vegas Strip, and gunfire erupted. Shakur died a week later on September 13th, 1996, while Suge Knight suffered with minor injuries. Davis is the only alleged passenger from the Cadillac who is still alive. So again, all the other guys, even if he wanted to snitch on something, they're all dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the only one left. Somebody is. It's not looking good. Because I hope that the trial is fair and we find the truth, said Tupac's stepbrother, Maurice Mopreme Shakur. Per AP, Maurice also said that he wants the allegations of Diddy involvement explored further. Diddy has previously denied any involvement in the murder and is currently serving a prison sentence of roughly 4 years on unrelated prostitution convictions. So that's the update right there for Keffe D, for the guys who did or didn't know. So here we go right here. We're going to transition on to Boosie real quick. Looks like he blasted Tubi for paying $120,000 for 26 million movie streams, launches his own platform. So that's the thing with my thing with Boosie. He's always, once he realizes what the people he usually work with make, and that's how I usually go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Case in point, right? Any company I work for, or the people you work for in general. We don't even have to talk my company. We just talk company in general. Like, you can work for fucking Wendy's, right? Okay. Whatever Wendy's is paying you, best believe they make way more off of you than they pay you. You know what I'm saying? Case in point, let's say they pay you, we'll just start around. Let's say they pay you 6 figures. That means they're probably making millions off you. I mean, that kind of come with the game. If you can start your own from scratch, you got to put all this up front too. Boosie's going to learn that too. You know what I'm saying? But it says the Boosie network will have 2 subscription tiers. So he's going to start his own subscriptions, which I like it. Boosie lets me know he's definitely boss man and in boss vibes right here, right? And I'm not going to pay this right here, anything, but this was on, I think, with the Ricky Smiley show. I don't know how long the interview is, but I think he already played this joint. I don't know if it's actually like a long one or what. Yeah, that's that long. I'm not going to play an hour worth, but it says, Boosie is done waiting on stream giants to cut him a fair check. The Baton Rouge rap veteran went on Tubi this week after revealing the platform paid him just $120,000 for what he claims are nearly 26 million streams for nearly My Struggle. He made the remarks during the appearance on the spot. Says, we did almost 26 million streams of film, really, and I got 120,000. Boosie said during the interview around the hour and 4 minute mark. So I checked it out. You mean to tell me I can try this myself and I make triple of that amount? So let's see real quick. It says around let me see if I can play this. It said during the interview, hour and 4 minute mark. So let's see if we can fast forward hour and 4 minute mark real quick. So he kind of said this himself around here. So I'm going to play this for fair use. Hour and 4 minute mark right here. Boom. So I think this is what they're talking about. So we'll see if we can start here. So around that time. So fair use. Let me see if I can play this snippets real quick. Just a little quick one real quick. Let's see if we can play this joint. Let's see.
So I never did that. I go to boosiemovie.com and put my stuff for a price.
Right.
And count on my fans to buy my product.
Right.
on my BoosieMovie.com, if I sell a movie for $19.99, I sell 100,000. I make $2 million.
Right.
100,000 makes $2 million.
Sure.
When my movies all go down after 4 years, then I will switch them to Tubi.
Mm-hmm.
Tubi, I did almost 26 million streams of one film.
Really?
And got $120,000. So I checked them off.
Mm-hmm.
So he's basically saying his own movies, he's been putting them on Tubi. But Tubi, you got to keep in mind, Boosie, Tubi got to get a cut too. So yeah, you either going to run it all on your platform, but Tubi, you got a lot more. You got to pray all your fans go there and do all that. That's the difference. Tubi, them going to get a cut. It's just like me, right? I put all my content on YouTube. I know for a fact that like the pennies on the dollar I get for YouTube, they getting paid too. And they're going to get like, case in point, let's say if YouTube paid me X amount, they're going to get 4 times the amount of money. Even whenever you guys do donations, they take a cut out of that too. That's just how the game go, respectively. Ron says, Boosie better enjoy this run because once our people wake up from his if you're ignorant behavior, they will be over it. I mean, Boosie is a smart man. You know what I'm saying? He's still doing tour. He's still working, but I think what Boosie is looking where he wants his money to work for him. And I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? I can respect that, Devon.
You mean to tell me if I try this myself, I make triple of what I make 100,000 and 26 million? We have been fooled.
Sure.
That's why you see all these dudes talking about, I got Tubi movies. Nigga, I got 3 movies on, nigga, still in the Yukon. Nigga, you in the 98 Yukon. You ain't making no money.
Right.
You ain't making.
In my opinion, 120,000 not bad, but considering what they probably get over you, it's probably, not, yeah, you could be getting, of course, if you did everything yourself, but you got to put all it up. You know what I'm saying? You got to invest. And he already did that. So he's saying, hell, just put it on my own platform. But now you got to make sure you advertise enough where your people go over there. You know what I'm saying? And pray that they invest. Yeah, he can get it. You know what I'm saying? I respect it.
Nigga, I tried your way.
Yukon.
I tried your way. They done fooled us by thinking we can't do it ourselves.
Right.
So everybody gonna try to cater to what? The people who watching. You're not worrying about your family and what you gonna make. You care about the people who watch and say what I saw it on. I don't care about that. I care about them people who supported me.
Right.
So with Boosie Network, I done flipped off the BoosieMovie.com to expand it. Now I got where you can subscribe every month. I got merch. I got music. I got fishing videos. Anything. I got 8-9 movies I'm dropping on August 22nd that you never seen before.
Wow.
So I'm finna make my own Netflix.
Yeah.
If you want your movie to come to me, bring it to me. I'm gonna pay you more than Netflix.
I gotta come.
Yours gonna come to you. Can stream yours 1,000,000 times.
Yeah.
And you still, because I'm selling mine.
Right.
If I sell mine for $6.99, I will give you $1. So if they buy mine 1,000,000 times, I'm gonna give you $1 million check. And I make 5.
Right.
Nobody's doing what I'm finna do.
I'm gonna send you my comedy special.
Send it to me.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, I mean, Boosie, hey, believe it or not, he's a smart man. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to just pray that people come over there. Is what I got from it, right?
And that's what I'm doing right now. August 4th, at my house, I got a Boosie Network talent show. And it's just,
I'm just about to ask you about the, you judging talent?
Yes.
Right.
I'm judging talent. I'm judging anything. You can be doing it for 2 days. You can bring your scripts.
Right.
I'm finna turn this into living color.
Yeah.
I'm looking for talent. I got shows I'm pitching. I got my cartoon. Anything with talent I'm looking for. You can be a writer, a dancer, a comedian, a singer, a rapper. It doesn't matter. I'm looking to build this platform into something that can't be stopped, bro.
Right.
So that's what I'm doing August 4th at my estate.
So it looks like he's trying to build his own platform, which I respect. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to Boosie for that right here. So let's keep going real quick. But it says pretty much Boosie argued that the Tubi, Netflix, and other streaming services did to the film business is similar to what happened to music industry. What Netflix and Tubi and all the people done did is they did what they did to the rap game. He said now they've done it to the movie game, which they have, right? A lot of that stuff you've seen it where people do all this stuff and they want you to subscribe here. This and I never ever. I'm keep it 100. I'm still on basic cable, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I watch my little YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I got the music subscription thing, but I ain't falling for the movie joints, man. No disrespect. Mainly because of what the prices have went up to. And honestly, they've raised up the music stuff too, to be honest. So, I mean, you going to be in it one way or the other, whether you realize it or not. It says, his response is the Boosie Network, a subscription platform, launched August 22nd and will carry original content. And he's been encouraging people to release their movies on his platform. He says, I'm fitting to make our own Netflix. He played. I'll pay you more than Netflix. So, but your numbers got to do. So, to be honest, in theory, if you get enough of his rap friends to go over there and drop their content over there and it does well, I mean, in theory, it could be a good money-making venture for Boosie. Says the flagship releases a documentary Legendary, which is featuring rare Nipsey Hussle footage and is set to drop exclusively on the platform at launch. Boosie also plans to release 8 or 9 previously unseen films on the same day. I got merch, I got music, I got fishing videos, but we just heard that in the interview. He says, I got 8, 9 movies I'm dropping on August 22nd that you never seen before. He said he also laid out his business model for follow independent filmmakers, offering to pay the collaborators $1 per sale on $6.99 titles while keeping $5 himself. Says if you buy my movie 1 million times, you're gonna get $1 million check, and I get $5. He said. So I mean, his math makes sense, right? I used to think too, like, and that's not how it works for YouTube. But I used to be like, man, if only YouTube would give me $1 per view, I probably wouldn't even have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, and not bragging on my views or anything, but no, I don't get $1 per view. I don't even think I better get like 20 cents, 30 cents per, I don't get that per view. You know what I'm saying? It all varies. Like, case in point, my shorts are doing good, but I make like maybe 25 cents or allegedly, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It doesn't really, it all adds up at the end of the month, but I mean, like, to be honest, you know what I'm saying? I'm not getting the big bucks, you know what I'm saying? Like, people, like, I always tell people, like, I do YouTube for love. I'm not getting it for the money, man. He says, nobody's doing what I'm doing. He concluded, and he says, in other Boosie news, the rapper apologized to A$AP Rocky for believing he wore a thong on the stage below the show. He says, my bad, A$AP. If that's a photo, was Photoshop, bro. Saw that shit, and I was like, F no. You know what I'm saying? So he apologized for that. So let's transition on to the other Boosie story, and then we'll close out with T Grizzley to wrap things up for the hour mark. It says, Boosie says, firm he paid $600,000 for the Trump pardon efforts is a Ponzi scheme, which we kind of already knew that. Now, us sneakerheads, we're familiar with the Ponzi scheme situation mainly because you can think of like Zeta Kicks. We covered that a lot, right? But it says the Baton Rouge rapper previously said he paid lobbyists $600,000 in efforts to have his federal conviction overturned, which Boosie, I get it. He won't have the money back. We kind of covered that. But it says, in an interview with Ricky Smiley on the Spot, Boosie spoke extensively about paying $600,000 as a part of his failed lobbyist efforts to get the pardon from Donald Trump for his federal conviction on the firearm charge. He says, what happened was some government lobbyists, they came to me like, hey, we can get a pardon. We can get a pardon. And he said, around the 37-minute mark of the interview, as he's seen above, we can give them a pardon from Trump. First, I wasn't going to entertain it, but I was like under the pressure. The federal judge had just dropped my case. 3 weeks later, they charged me again. They added a charge and said I was an addict around the gun. So let's see. It says around what? The 37-minute mark. Let's see real quick. Let's see if we can cover this. Boom. So 37-minute mark. Let's see if we can fast forward. Boom, 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 boom. 37-minute mark. Good thing they put these marks in here because these interviews, they be long. So we're going to talk the pardon here real quick, and then we'll transition on to T Grizzley for like the last, like what, 5 minutes? We should be good. So 37-minute mark should put us here. I'm going to say fair use again real quick and go.
Right.
I'm no longer a federal conviction.
Right.
I'm no longer a federal conviction. And what happened was some government lobbyists who used Trump up, they're government lobbyists.
Yeah.
They came to me like, we can get a pardon. We government lobbyists. We can walk in there and get a pardon from Trump like that, you know. So, and first I wasn't gonna entertain it, but I was under pressure.
I get it, man. And not to defend Boosie, but he's probably like, bro, I'd do anything to get this shit up off me. I just want to get it past me if it take this. And to be fair, as a person, I believe this with the legal system. You got the right amount of bread and know the right amount of people, you can get yourself out of a lot of stuff. Not all, but majority. You know what I'm saying? I've literally had this happen in my family where we had this, and I'm not even supposed to technically speak on this, so I'm just going to speak on this loosely. Some stuff happened back in the day to one of my family members. That person was well known in my town as probably one of the most successful people there. They pulled up with attorneys and everything and handled business. And we had no choice but to play game. And to be fair, they took great care of everybody in the situation. You know, and I'll just leave it right there. It never made it the light of day to a legal room. It never will. And at this point, the statute of limitations is up anyway. And we get it. Motherfucker made a mistake. They was willing to take care of it, and they cool, you know?
The federal judge had just dropped my case. 3 weeks later, they charged me again and said they can do that for the same charge, but they added a charge and said I was an addict around a gun. I was like, how can you do that and say that I'm an addict? And even though I didn't have a drug charge, you have never proved that I was an addict. I've never been to rehab. I was sent to prison 10 years for third offense marijuana. Grams. I'm a smoker. This ain't no pounds. We ain't talking no pounds. We talking grams. Third straight to the penitentiary. I was never even given rehab. The system been letting me down, Rick.
Yeah.
You know, so they gave me a charge saying I was an addict around the gun. So now I got to get this over with and take a plea. So now I got 3 months until I'm sentenced in February.
So yeah, I get it, man. He like, bro, they adding charges, this, that, third. He just wanted to be over with the shit. I get it, man. And like, Boosie is one of the people I actually respect in the rap game. You know what I'm saying? Cause he is one of the realest cats, if I'm gonna keep it real. So he says what happened. He read the lobbies. We kind of read that part. He said that he was an addict around the bogus, and he said his previous sentence of the previous for 10 years for a marijuana charge. He says, I've never been getting rehab. Basically what Boosie is saying, he's never been given a chance. You know what I'm saying? And I understand where Boosie is coming from. It's like, bro, like, he has never been given a chance. And some people don't get a chance. Depending on what area you're in, they'll give you a hard time and slap you on the wrist just because they won't slap you on the wrist. Some people get slaps on the wrist left and right. It depends on who you know and what you know, too. You know what I'm saying? And or just what your money bag look like. Sometimes they just throw the book at you just cuz. You know what I'm saying? It says the system been letting them down, so now I can go get this over with, take a plea. So now I got 3 months until I'm sentenced to the federal court and facing 5 to 10. He says I was going to trial to fight the charge because at the time I did arm myself. He says I armed myself for 30 minutes. It says in 2023, Boosie is in San Diego for a concert when he was seen on Instagram live stream with a gun tucked in his waistband. He was arrested on four firearm charges, but ultimately only faced one charge of being a felon in possession of a firearm. The case was later dismissed, but they faced the charge again when he refilled. He was additionally charged with the possession of a firearm while being addicted to drugs. He made multiple pleas for a pardon, then pleaded guilty to the felony in possession of the firearm charge and faced a maximum of 15 years, which is crazy, right? Boosie hired a lobbyist firm, J.M. Birkin and Associates, in efforts to get a pardon last year, paying for the firearm $600,000 in an agreement. He said he would guarantee a refund of $300,000 if he could not get the pardon by January 31st, 2026. The contract then signed by the firearm, which they said they never signed it, and full of mistakes. It's claimed that Boosie pleaded guilty the first time and he was charged not the second. For the example, the firm also has a reputation of being a fair, right opportunist, and founders of Jack and Burton and Jacob Hole, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, were convicted of running a robocall scams in 2020 elections to suppress the black vote. So again, These people already don't have the best reputation. Boosie, you got to do a little bit of homework, but at the same time, I figured he's like, well, if I get screwed, I'm going to take this route. So, I mean, at the end of the day, dog, you still got to... One thing I'm going to tell you this, right? Every attorney I ever had, from the greatest of the greatest, quote unquote, to the worst of the worst, they all tell me the same thing. Hey, we can't guarantee nothing. But they finna charge you like they can guarantee. I done lost a lot of money based off, well, you know, most people say, hey, the more you pay for an attorney, the better shot you got. While there may be some truth in that, but hell, you still can lose and spend all that bag. You know what I'm saying? I've been there. I'm telling you, I don't spend some big money. Says, when he was approached by the firm, he concluded that they were shaky, but it was evident that they ran the same circles as people who could get the pardon request from Trump. He says, they didn't have my pardon by January 31st. They had to send me my money back. He said, keep $300,000 and you can send me $300,000 back. That's it. Boosie just won't have it back, bro. Cool. Around that time, he was given a relatively light sentence for the charge for 3 years of mandatory probation. If he knew he was only going to get probation, he said he would have never even entertained the firm's position. But see, you know, it's the fear of the unknown is what it sounds like. The worst part about it, 3 days before Christmas, they texted the lawyer and said the pardon was been signed by Donald Trump. Got me running through the house with my shirt off. He shared, we waiting for the news, and in the news in 5 days, I ain't see ish. All I see is Trump bumming people, and when the deadline came, I told them, man, return my money. I'm going to sue you, bro. So pretty much, I think that's where he's at with it at this one. He was told that he would send the money back to him, but they instead could still get the pardon. When they failed to meet the deadline again, he filed a lawsuit against the firm. This is a Ponzi scheme, he insisted. Nothing that he publicly reached out to some of the people in the firm allegedly contacted as a part of the pardon efforts, only to be told that he had no affiliation with. They pissing me off, he said, and he told me that he plans to sue, and they told him that he would just file for they told him they would just file for bankruptcy. So again, they already had a plan anyway, just in case if he took it there. So last story real quick, we're going to talk T Grizzley and wrap this thing up for the night. We're coming up on the hour mark, so I want to make sure I get this one. T Grizzley gets every felony expunged by Michigan. So you can't, another thing too, a lot of people don't know this, and I know of people that have felonies on their work. They do not last forever, but you do got to take the proper steps to get them off, and it's not cheap. I've seen somebody who had a felony who couldn't vote, got the felony expunged over time, and now they can vote. You know what I'm saying? Because they have felonies on their record too. For what reasons, I didn't go into details, because I'm known notorious. One thing about me, I mind my business, right? Even though I do this for YouTube. But it says, the Detroit rapper celebrated the milestone on Instagram, writing every felony gone after Aham County Circuit Court Judge Rismer cleared his record on Wednesday. T Grizzley has officially cleared the criminal record from Michigan. And I'm not going to play any of his video right here, so I'm going to pause this. But we got to do an Instagram post. But it says, T Grizzley has officially been cleared of the criminal record in Michigan. Detroit rapper, whose real name is Terry Wallace, revealed on Instagram that his felony convictions were expunged after he appeared before the Ingham County Circuit Court Judge Rismer. I'm not going to attempt the last name. It says, every felony gone, thank you, God, Grizzly wrote alongside photos from the courtroom. If you're reading this and you made mistakes, don't let them convince you your life is over. He continued with the message from anyone trying to move beyond their past. One decision doesn't have to define your entire story. And as a person who's been in and out of legal trouble, and I don't even be moving like that, but I had somebody told me that a long time ago, like, hey, this don't define you. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who know me, dog, I got the work ethic of you know, whatever, right? And this is why I don't really step outside no more, because I know if I step outside, I already know me, dog. Case in point, I had a little issue over the weekend, low key, if I'm gonna keep it real. You know, I was just making regular routine. I'm gonna say this: anybody who knows me in any altercation I've ever been in, right? Not that I even was in an altercation over the weekend. It just was, let's just say, a disagreement, right? Anybody who knows me, if I have beef or somebody starts something, you most likely provoke me. My whole family be like, all right, cool. I know him, right? Everybody, they know me, right? All right, so what did you do? Because it ain't him. You know what I'm saying? He don't do that. You know what I'm saying? He continued with the message for anyone trying to move beyond their past. One decision doesn't have to define your entire story. He wrote, keep working, keep praying, keep growing. Your comeback can be greater than your setback. And I agree with that statement. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. He's got everything. That's the picture with the judge on Instagram. I did see this floating around. That looked like that's his boo right there. He looking like he losing weight. He don't cut the dreads off. I kind of miss him with the dreads. But I mean, to be honest, if that's how you want to look, that's him. I ain't knocking it. You know, that's him with the homies. Got everything off. You know what I'm saying? What I got from this, he don't obviously put the bag up. He got them cool gray fries on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I should play this joint. A little bit of video. I'm not going to play the audio. But he back on the private jets. G-Lock protection. You know what I'm saying? He doing his thing. I can't knock him for that. Little thing got his kids on there. You know what I'm saying? He happy. You know what I'm saying? Because he, like, at this point, if you got a felony on your record, man, you can't really move how you want to move. So this is him with the kids, the family, you know what I'm saying, with the bull. He's like a different person now, man. He still raps and does his thing, but you can just tell he, you know, he does this right here, motivational purpose. He get into it, but a lot of that too be for, you know, entertainment purposes too. So I did want to make sure I covered this one real quick. It's a little short story as we get ready to wrap it up. But it says, Grizzly's conviction dated back from robberies committed in 2014 while he was attending Michigan State University. His time behind bars later became an important part of his story as an artist, while his breakout 2016 single First Day Out arriving shortly after his release from prison. But it says, despite building a successful career in music, Grizzly said that the felony records continued to create obstacles years later, which that's what they're designed to do. I hate to say it. Says, I missed out on a lot of business opportunity because I couldn't go perform in certain places. He said, I couldn't go to do certain things because of my felonies. Grizzly added that his record are preventing him from obtaining certain life insurance policy, explaining that it's a bunch of hindrance that comes with the having the felonies. And expungement came on the same day that the judge pretty much celebrated the two teenagers also completed county's juvenile weapons court program. The program gives eligibility to young people facing weapon charges and an opportunity to work towards reduced charges by meeting requirements involving education, employment, and counseling and over firearm support. Grizzly is invited to speak with the graduates and use his own emphasis to emphasize what receiving another chance can mean. So he says, I feel like I'm going to make the world difference in their lives better. He said in the program, it's going to keep a lot of people out of trouble. One graduate looks like said that their hearing from Grizzly was particularly meaningful because the rapper could speak from experience about the overcoming serious legal trouble and rebuilding their life. That's my thing too. I was telling that before. I had a little situation today, right? I've said this time and time again, man. As a person who does what he do, and I don't want to talk too much on my job, but I'm like, bruh, if you don't, it's hard for me to take advice from somebody that don't. This is my thing. Like, if you don't do it, like, okay, I'll use YouTube for example, right? People got 101 ways to make it on YouTube. Don't tell me how to build $1 million subscribers if your channel and you ain't got no channel at 1 million subscribers. You do it first before you worry about trying to educate me. You know what I'm saying? Respectively. And I'm going to leave it right there, dog. I'm going to put myself back on the mainstream. We're coming up on that hour mark. I'm about to wrap things up here for the night, man, because long day for the kid, as you guys can see. But, yeah, man, we covered several topics here. Looks like Keffe D is going to be facing a Tupac murder. We covered that. Boosie. Looks like we covered 2 stories from Boosie here. Looks like, you know, he's going to do his own platform because of what he got paid from Tubi. Sometimes that's all it takes is motivation, respectively. And then also he talked about, you know, his Ponzi scheme that he felt that way. He was trying to get a pardon and clear his record. So salutes up to Boosie. And then we talked to Grizzly. Looked like he's got his felonies expunged. So he's got a clean record. So more on to more for all these people. I wish nothing but for the best for all of them. If you didn't do it and you feel like you were rightfully wrong, hey, do what you got to do to get yourself out of that situation. Nobody said it's going to be easier said than done. But other than that, man, that puts me at an hour and 4 minute mark. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up for the night. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love. As always, this was a great stream. Appreciate y'all for being active in the chat. I'm going to go and get about this thing and stop rambling, man. Of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers. Occasional trying hauls, and y'all know this is Music Monday. I'll be back live again on Wednesday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. Until then, smash the like button, sub up to the channel, and yeah, more content on the way, and I'm officially out this thing, man. Peace.
December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If if I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry away. Oh, I'ma cry away. Oh, I'ma cry away. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember.